What's going on, guys? All right, so today we are going to go ahead and do some New York strip steaks with the meat church. Holy cow, using the Pit Boss 1150. Now, we do have another video that's similar like this. However, on this one, we're mainly going to concentrate on using the smoke setting. If smoke setting isn't something that you guys are too familiar with, basically, as soon as you turn it off, it's already in smoke mode. That's not a 5, that's an S. Alright, so we'll leave it there. Let it prime up, do its thing. And so we'll check on this here in a little bit. I don't know what the temperature setting is for smoke mode. I don't know. So this will be a first. So we'll leave the steaks to the left side. Now I got two probes right there, one on the left and one on the right. That way we can track to see which side is the hottest. I mean, right side is obviously going to be the hottest, but I want to see by how much. So anyways, we're going to leave the steaks to the left side. Leave it there in the smoke setting. We're going to check to see what temperature it brings it up to. And then we'll reverse here after that. Alright, guys. We'll touch base back. There we go. We're back again, guys. Alright, so we got the holy cow from Meat Church, right? This is what you guys want. This is good stuff. Now, steaks, some people want to have it like an herby taste. Others, they want to have more like a garlic taste. Me, we're from Texas, so we like, some good beef flavor in there with some pepper. And this will definitely give it to you. All right, so let's go ahead and apply the rub. Now on these, I kind of want to be a little bit more generous than before. Not a whole lot, but more generous than the previous video that we made. There you go. Let's flip it over. There we go. I'm telling you guys, man, I've always been that Montreal steak fan. I've always been that. I thought that was kind of like the standard. You would put maybe a little bit of that Worcestershire sauce, add that a little bit as a binder, put the Montreal steak seasoning, do all that stuff, and it's good. Don't get me wrong, it's fine. This takes it to a whole different level, though. Holy cow! There we go. Look at that shit. Look at that. It's pretty awesome. It's smoking just like it would any other day. It's not cold here. I think the weather said it was about the vehicle, the car that we drive. I think it says something like 51 degrees, and that's pretty much it. So it's not cold or too cold, but it's definitely smoking a lot more than what I'm used to. Okay, now I hear the flame. Okay, now I hear it. So I'm kind of interested in figuring out what temp smoke setting is. I guess we'll find out here in a little bit. So we're going to close the lid for now. And then I guess we'll let it reach temp to whatever that may be. As I was just about to put the meat in there, and it's still under S mode. And look at that, it's at 230. I thought this thing would be at around 180. It's at 230. The left side probe says 214, the right side probe says 182. I don't know. I thought that this was going to be maybe like 180, 160 degrees, but no, and it's staying there at 230. Interesting. Alright, I'll put the steaks in here and see if anything else changes within that time. So, the steaks are in. Popped open the hood, put the steaks in there, put them here on the left side, give or take. Temperature's dropping, just what I would expect. Now, is it going to get to 180, 160? I don't know, but the temperature's dropping. The temperature on the left side of the probe says 208, so I'm assuming that's where it's going to drop to. But It's really interesting that the smoke setting overshot by itself quite a bit. It went up to 230. I mean, you guys saw it. And now it's coming back down. Huh. Okay. I guess we'll go ahead and keep an eye on it. Got the steaks in there. I thought that this thing was going to stay at around 180, 160 initially in the smoke setting. So I put the steaks in there thinking, you know what, let it smoke a lot and then we'll go ahead and reverse sear. But the temperature shot up a lot higher than what I anticipated. So that's most definitely interesting. So I'll go ahead and update you guys on where it drops down to and settles. So far it's still at 215, 214 still drops. So I guess we'll see. Alright folks, so I just want to update you real quick. My Smoke IT app for the 1150, it did tell me that it reached 180 degrees, so I'm assuming that's where the smoke setting is supposed to be. It's still overshooting. I mean, it's still over 180 quite a bit, but one of the things that I noticed a lot is that there's a lot of smoke coming out from the barrel itself. So I think what it's doing right now is that when a lot, you know, you see like right there the augers coming in. Anyways, what I'm assuming is that once it's starting to come down in temperature, it's still feeding some of the pellets and it smolders those fresh pellets. And the entire barrel, you see like right now, like the whole barrel starts to get filled up quite a bit with smoke. This usually doesn't happen with the 225 or the 250 setting, at least not as often, but this time, you know, it definitely is. Okay, so we're still at 199, so it's definitely dropping. I'm assuming that it overshot by itself and now it's coming back down so it can control. Maybe that's one of the things that it, you know, because it's a PID, maybe it's one of those things that it relearns because I do it. I don't know, I doubt it. But you know, I overshoot a lot when I'm trying to do 225 or 250. I overshoot and then let it come down. I put it to the S mode, it overshot on its own and then it came back down. So I don't know, man. Just want to point that out. Alright guys, so it's already been a bit. We still got some of that thick smoke. You know, you can see. I don't know if you guys can see it right there or not. But we still got plenty of thick smoke coming out. And like I said, this isn't something that I normally see at 225 or 250. You see that? There you go. It's starting to get even more thicker. Oh yeah. So it's not something that I see quite often with 225 or 250 settings. Now it did reach 180 and it's staying there. And the probe on the left side says 174 and the probe on the right side says 197. There you go. So about a 23 degree difference from great to great. I mean, from the left side to the right side. But like I said, man, you know, that's the very first thing that I notice is the constant thick smoke coming out. I'm hoping it's, I mean, it looks bluish, so it looks about the right color. You know, that's the color that you're wanting. You know, if it was like white or stuff like that, then yeah, that's gonna be dirty smoke. But this has that bluish tint to it. Okay, so I'll leave it there. It's doing great. The steaks are already at 86 degrees and 92. This time around, I'll go ahead and pull them off at around, maybe around 95 to 100 degrees. And the reason for doing that a lot sooner is because I really like a nice thick crust on the steaks, right? Last time I pulled them off, I think it was at 115 and 120, and I tried to get a very thick crust. It made the steaks medium well. So this time I'm going to pull them off a little bit sooner so that I can get that nice crust and we can get up to about 125 once the crust on both ends are done, right? So if it was a thicker piece of steak or something like that, like an inch and a half or 2 inches, then yeah, I wouldn't have to worry too much about that. But these are only about 1 inch, I think. And it just goes back to what I was saying last time. You have the fire, you have the sear option and everything, but you got to know your smoker, your grill, whatever, because even though you have the direct flame in there, you have to pull them off at a certain temperature, because depending on how you like your crust, your char and everything, depending on how you like it, you might overshoot it, the internal temperatures, which is what I did. Now I know that I need to pull it off sooner. All right, guys, we'll touch back once we start searing. All right, folks, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to go ahead and get these things out. Like I said, this thing is just rolling smoke a lot. I'm not sure if the camera can pick it up quite a bit, but it's that nice bluish color. All right, let's go ahead and see what the deal is. All right, we got the steaks right there. Go ahead and pull them off. Damn leaf. There we go. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put it up to 400 degrees. Let it start feeding its pellets. How are we on pellets? All right, we're doing all right. All right. So we'll get it up to temp. We'll pull the sear plate to the side and start searing. All right, guys. So I think the fire is already set pretty good. Let's go ahead and put them in there. All right, we're gonna put them sideways right there. There we go. See, that's the sound that you guys are looking for, that sizzle. All right. There we go. Good flame right there. Alright, I'm going to close this up real quick. There we go. So, one of the things that I've heard, I don't know if I got my grates up to this type of temp, but supposedly if the grates get up to about 600 degrees or so, and you put the meat in there, supposedly you'll get all the, the grill marks. I don't know if I got it to that temp. But, starting to get hungry a little bit, and it's windy out here. It's actually 46 degrees with the wind blowing. So, you northern folks, you guys have it worse than I do. I'm from Texas, so we don't get to experience a whole lot of this, especially down here in deep South Texas. But anyways, we'll update you guys on how this rolls along, right? All right, guys, so I just did a flip. Grill marks are there. I kind of still want a little bit more crust, but so far it's doing good, man. It's doing really good. Alright, so the temperature's around 350, but the commanded is still at 400. It's just so that it can keep feeding pellets and everything. So far it's doing good, man. Look at that sear action, bro. It's pretty solid, man. I'll go a pellet smoker. No kidding. Alright, I'm going to leave this be for a little bit. I just flipped it one more time, and I think we're going to go ahead and call these done. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and... Okay. All right, so it's still about medium rare-ish or so. All right. I think I'm going to place them a little bit different. Either that or get different grates, because I don't like having this middle piece right there in the grates. This middle piece. Because then it doesn't create that nice, crisscross action. But you know what? It is what it is. Let's go ahead and turn this thing off. Hold it down a little bit. There you go. But I'm telling you, man, I understand most of you guys want this thing as a full-on smoker and everything. Fantastic. Great. It's fantastic as that. We did the brisket and you guys saw that video already. We want this thing as a grill too, using pellets. So we got that going too, but just understand that this smoker / grill cannot be absolutely everything to everyone. Depending on what you guys exactly want off of a smoker, grill, whatever, you're gonna have to have that in consideration. Some folks tell me, hey, at 250 I kind of struggle, but as soon as I prime it, it goes right back and it stays there for several hours. Then it wants to dip down. Okay, just and it doesn't dip down a whole lot. I got one message from this one user. He said that the most it drops is about 242, which isn't a whole lot, right? So, like I said, this thing can't be absolutely everything to every single need. We've got this thing because we have the vertical right over here. I didn't buy its proper thing, its cover, but it works. So we got that vertical because, you know, it's basically a full-on smoker. That's it. There's no sear action. There's none of this stuff. I can't do any steaks on it. Nothing. So we got this because they're like, all right, I like the barrel style. I like the sear action. You know, I like the fact that if I'm gonna do a full-on smoke and everything, I can always, you know, just wrap this with a little bit of foil paper. Some people don't recommend it. The brisket, I didn't do any foil paper, and it still ended up great. You know, but like I said, it's not everything to everyone. It's already dying down a little bit. See, that's what the shutdown thing does. So I'm happy with this. I'm ecstatic with it. It's in the smoke setting, it stayed at 180, but it overshot a little bit, so that was a little interesting. So it overshot a little bit on its own, and then it came back down to 180, and it stayed there. So that's pretty good. All right, guys. We'll go ahead and cut into this here in a little bit, but so far, I mean, oh man, you know, if you guys are experienced with grilling and stuff like that, you guys already know that if you press it down some and you feel that it's very firm, then that's about medium or so. But if it feels just like this, you know, nice and soft, then it's around the medium rare side. So that's kind of like where we want it. Hey guys, so I just wanted to show you guys some. Look at that, man. Look at that. Sorry, I took off a piece and I ate it off camera. Let me tell you something about this meat church. Holy cow, bro. It's amazing. It is amazing. Now, remember how I mentioned to you guys to go ahead and learn your smoker? Well, before, like I had mentioned, we had taken it off at around 115, 120, and when we started searing, it turned into medium well to well done. This is perfect for us, man. This is perfect for us. And you know, that smoke setting is actually really, really good. You get that nice, how can I put it? You get the nice smoke flavor, almost like, if you guys ever done any, you know, ranch style barbecues out back in a pit or something, and then you put the steaks in there. That's what it tastes like. 180, I mean, the smoke setting is fantastic. I really enjoyed it. This meat church, man, just emphasizes, I mean, not emphasizes, but this meat church, holy cow, just takes it up another notch up. If you guys have this 1150, give this a shot for the reverse sear, man. It's fantastic. But we're gonna go ahead and enjoy this meal. I think that's pretty much it. Anything you gotta add, babe?
I want to wish everyone, well, we both want to wish everyone a Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's, guys. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, all right? Later, guys.